Let's hope the lag's not too bad.
Hey,
Oh, there we are.
Says we're live.
Okay. And there's two people there.
Good morning.
What's happening? Okay.
So, I see there's two people here. Can you see us? Can you hear us? How's the lag? We're in Central America this morning.
Yeah.
Not sure how it's working.
YouTube was a little laggy this morning, so I don't know if this is going to work out. You guys are going to have to let us know if we're too choppy, and we'll have to try something new. So, good morning, guys. Cheers.
Hola de Costa Rica.
See. Been a little while since we did one of these because we've been busy moving, packing, finishing the house, whatnot. So here we are, getting ready to start the channel anew. Gonna make a whole bunch of changes coming up. So there's a couple people in there. Say hi if you're in there.
Yeah.
Give us a little.
Yeah, please confirm you can see and hear us.
Yeah.
We can't tell on this end unless somebody puts something in there.
You know what? Maybe I should go on it on my phone and see.
So, all right, Mickey, thanks for the update. Hey, Basil. Joseph, thank you.
Hi, guys. So, lily acrylate. Oh, nice.
Hey, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie B. See my mountain?
I can't really see it
Actually,
on this angle.
I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see what the view is like from the porch of this. Oh, I'm going to try not to wreck the microphone. Oh, you can't really see it. There's a ton of mountains back there. We have a fabulous view. I'll share a picture of it actually on our community page because it's really something.
Yeah, good idea.
Uh-oh, I think I wrecked the microphone.
Ginger's causing trouble.
Always. So, okay. So, I hope we don't have anything to make notes on for song suggestions. So I hope that I'll be able to view the live chat stream later. So if you have a song suggestion, make a note in the live chat.
And we'll cross our fingers.
I'll check it later. Or maybe leave a comment. I think you can leave comments on these streams too, can't you, eventually?
Hopefully.
I don't know. My head is good. Look, all my stitches are gone. You can almost not even see the scar. So that's pretty good. And I haven't had any new injuries yet. Oh, good morning, good evening. What have you?
Wherever you are around the world.
So it's a little bit chilly here today. I've got like a long sleeve dress and my sweater on. It's supposed to rain all day.
It's so chilly that I'm in shorts and a t-shirt.
You're never cold.
I wouldn't be in shorts and a t-shirt back in Canada at the end of November. That's true. For sure.
Our neighbors sent pictures from our backyard, and there's snow there. So I don't miss it. I don't miss that at all.
Nope.
So give you guys an update how things have been going. So we arrived here on Monday, and that was an ordeal. So we had a 5.5-hour flight. We had 2 cats with us. My daughter has 2 cats, and she came with us, and she brought her cats.
One of whom complained the entire time we were on the airplane.
At least 4 hours of that 5.5-hour flight. Meow. One of her cats just
in the cabin to disturb everybody.
Yeah. So we were not very popular on the flight, unfortunately. We gave her a sedative, and just none of it worked. So that's how it started, but no real humps in customs or any of that. It was, we got off the plane though, and the heat hit us like a wall. It felt like walking into a sauna.
Yeah, so we're in the mountains now, and it's nice. It's spring-like. Mm-hmm. But when we landed in Liberia, Costa Rica,
that's right by the coast.
And it was definitely way hot. Over 30, and it was an oven.
Yeah. So we got our rental car without much issue. And then we had to start it was by Google Maps, a 5.5-hour drive through the mountains. But because it was afternoon when we started, the sun goes down here at around 5:30 in the evening. So once it gets dark, though, the roads are not lit. And there's no guardrails, and most of the travel's through these twisty mountain roads up and down. It was harrowing to drive, and I'm a very good driver, and I love driving, but I was white knuckle most of the time.
Yeah, we started between the mountains and the coast, and where we are now is partway up the side of an interior valley between mountain ranges. So we had to go all the way up over mountain pass and all the way back down in pitch black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an experience. It took us, what, 7 hours or something?
I think we got to 10. We left around
3:30, 3:40. We got here about 10:30.
Around 10:30.
Yeah.
So it was a very long, exhausting drive. It was fun, though. I'm 50-50 about whether or not I ever want to do the drive again or whether or not I want to try it, but definitely in the daytime.
Definitely in the daytime. Well, just think of the vistas we missed because it was dark.
Yeah, you could see. It was cool because you could see off the edge of the cliff. There would be this whole bit of black and all these little twinkly lights in there. So there was a city down there or a village down there, but you couldn't really see it because it was so dark. But we made it. And then we had one easy kind of relaxing day, and then one of the cats got sick. Not the one that was crying in the cabin the whole time. So I spent 2 days running around trying in a country where I don't yet speak the language well to find a veterinarian and some medicine for a cat that I was pretty sure was close to dying. I think he came real close.
He was not in good form.
He seems to have turned around now. And we're going to try to get him to eat something today, but it was not a great start, that's for sure, because we value our pets quite dearly. And
we just lost one.
Yeah, most of you know we just lost Angus recently, so it was not what I was ready to do as the beginning of our start here. So
something to know about where we are. So in Costa Rica, lots of people speak English, but it's more a thing in the touristy areas, like Fortuna near Arenal Volcano, or on the coasts, the beach towns. We are not in any of those places. We are in a small rural town in the mountains southeast of San Jose called Cachi. And I haven't found anybody here that speaks English.
No.
We've gone right in off the deep end. And everybody's been super nice putting up with us with our fractured small vocabulary, brutal grammar Spanish as we try.
Yeah.
But we've achieved groceries and, and all that stuff. But everybody's been really nice.
Yeah, a little bundle of the neighborhood kids came over and introduced themselves to me the other day.
Actually, right, that's the most English we've heard here is the little girl in the house in front of us.
Yeah.
She's maybe 11 and has some English from school.
Yeah. That's nice, though. It's stressful a little.
I tried some Spanish with her. She doubled over laughing, which was great.
Oh, it's good, though. I mean, we like to jump off the deep end. It's the fastest and best way to learn, I think. And so yesterday, in my travels to try to find medicine for our cat, I got on the bus by myself and went. It's about a half an hour away to the next closest big town, and then got off and went to the bank and the veterinarian and got some supplies, and then got back on the bus by myself. So that was a bit of a journey. It's really scary to do that, especially when you don't speak the language.
Yeah, poor Ginger gets stuck with this because I'm working my day job still.
Yeah.
So
Mike still has to work.
Yeah, and it's our first weekend here. And for the first day since we're here, it looks like it's going to rain all day. So we're not going to go do what we were going to do
today, but that's not happening now. But the good news for Mike is, even though he has to work, this is his office right here. So that's his view when he's working.
Yeah, it's not so shabby.
Yeah, you can't really beat it. So I've been ignoring the comments while we told our little tale. Let's see. 9 p.m. in Indonesia. Good evening.
And Mickey, I assume at 34 is Fahrenheit because George is in America.
Yeah. That's 30. That's really cold.
Well, freezing's 32. That sucks, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about your luck.
Yeah. One thing I won't miss is the cold and the snow. That's for sure. I mean, look at me. I don't know what temperature is it right now.
I don't know. It feels like maybe it's 15 or 17 Celsius.
I'm going to look. So 59 degrees here, and I got a sweater on.
What kind of Canadian are you? X, I guess.
I think everybody can agree I'm a very bad Canadian. I don't like maple syrup or hockey or liberals.
You're not a fan of the Tragically Hip either.
They're okay. They're not a huge thing for me. 30 in Western Massachusetts. Well, I expect that.
That at least makes sense. At least you're in the Northeast.
Mm-hmm. So I got to be honest, guys. For the last 2 weeks while we've been packing and moving, I've been completely ignoring the comments. And I don't even know what videos we put out. You took care of all that.
Yeah, and I don't remember because I took care of it 2 weeks ago. Been barely looking at it.
Catch us up a little.
Oh, Basil, that is too hot, man.
Oh.
That is too hot, brother.
Damn. So, okay, Basil, you're going to give me a little bit of insight. I'm not sure. I'm sure you've told me, but I can't remember what part of Australia you're in. I'm hearing some things. I'm worried about you. Like, are you in one of those areas where it's now like a penal colony? Because it sounds pretty rough down there. You have to let me know. I worry about you. I have a bunch of peeps in Australia, and I worry about them all. But I know some of them are telling me where they are. It's not bad, but it sounds pretty scary.
44 in South Texas.
Oh God.
What's going on up there?
Okay, that's a little too hot.
No, 44 Fahrenheit.
Oh no.
What's going on? We left North America just in time.
Looks like. Wow. So.
Sorry, I keep looking at the view. It's nice.
It is pretty nice. So we have a whole bunch of music to catch up on. I heard that there's been a few new releases recently. I think Lord of the Lost put a new video out that we're going to want to check out. I see somebody mentioned Liliac, so I'll have to check that out too. There was at least one other one that I remember. You guys will have to remind me.
It's going to be,
Oh no, John. Well, if you're going to have COVID, Mexico's not a bad place to lay up.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Hope you feel better. Like, hope it's not bad, right? Like,
Ed's saying I'm about our channel description still saying Canada. Well, we've only been out of the country for 4 days. That's not even a vacation yet.
It's true. The mic still technically works for a Canadian company, so.
Yeah.
Lots of propaganda. Totally fine where I am.
Well,
you haven't had a COVID case in 6 months? But are they locking you down still? Like, are you still in lockdown? Because that would be unreasonable. I mean, I would consider that unreasonable if you haven't had a case in 6 months. That's one of my main objections to a lot of the lockdowns is they seem to be kind of random and not really correlated to
pretty arbitrary.
To like actual risk. But it's yeah, I'm wondering where this all is, because you're not wrong. There's a lot of propaganda out there. It's hard to know what's real and what's not anymore. 13 in Finland. Wow, that's actually pretty warm.
Minus. You're missing the minus sign, Ginger.
It's quite a bit different. Oh, see, if you have a sauna, then that's fine. Actually, that's pretty good. The sauna is pretty good when it's minus 13, because I really like the cold baths. So you can have yourself a nice cold dip in the ice, and then you go into the sauna. It's good for you.
Yeah, Ginger's going to have a hard time finding a nice cold dip here.
Well, okay. So our Airbnb that we're in is a lovely house. It's nice and clean, but there's no hot water like anywhere. So it's cold showers every day. And since it's like we're in the mountains, so it's not really hot ever. Not really hot. It's a little thing taking a little getting used to. Like, I'm used to the cold bath, but it's easy if you just dunk, right? And you just jump in and you're stuck there. But getting into a cold shower is a lot harder because it's like pinpoints of cold. It's not as good. Our first night here, one of our cats greeted me the next morning with a big, fat, dead cockroach on the bed.
Welcome to the tropics.
And the very next day, they brought me a live one that was even bigger. It was like this big. There was some screaming, I
There's
can't
been some
lie.
pretty big spiders too.
Yeah, I've had to deal with a couple really nasty looking spiders. So that's going to be the hardest part for me to get used to is the bugs.
So my work hours are pretty early. I start at 7 Eastern, but now we're Central. So I start at 6. So it's like up and straight to work. So Ginger gets to deal with all the morning bug discoveries.
I
Poor
think
girl.
he's copping out. I think
No.
he's copping out, just trying to make me do it. He likes to hear me scream, apparently.
I'm not getting up earlier than I already do so I could patrol for bugs.
See,
Sorry,
my
man.
husband doesn't realize how good I am because, not last night, but the night before, I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And when I sat down, I noticed in the shower this huge, he was like this big, huge, nasty black spider with furry legs. He was terrifying. I did not scream. I just quietly shut the shower door to try to keep him in there, at least while I was in the bathroom. But the next morning he was gone, so who knows where he went after that. But I did not scream and wake my husband up in the middle of the night.
So Red Tomahawk's asking about the temperature. I don't know if Red Tomahawk wants Celsius or Fahrenheit. You looked it up in Fahrenheit, right? It was 59?
59, yeah, Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. It's too much math.
I don't know. It feels mid-teens Celsius.
New amazing song from Aurora. Oh, I'm gonna have to put that on our list too.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, we do love her. Spider almost big enough to eat. You know what? I am a carnivore, a huge carnivore. And if it ever came right down to eating bugs or becoming a vegan, if that was my choices, I'd go vegan. Because there is
at first,
no protein is worth it.
You might eventually change your mind.
Oh, no. No, I would never do that. Even just thinking about it makes me want to hurl a little bit. I can't even lie. So, yeah, the spiders are pretty big down here. And I don't think we've even come across a really big one yet.
Well, we're in a town, the edge of a town, but in a town, and we're in the mountains where it's cooler. Like we're not where it's really jungle, and we're not where it's really hot. So I think we're getting eased into the tropical bug situation gently.
We're never planning to be in any of the really hot areas anyway, so maybe we won't. I keep hearing that scorpions are a big deal here, but I haven't seen one yet. Thank God.
Says we need geckos, but we're only renting now. We'll get geckos maybe when we settle permanently.
Well, I've been told that cats and dogs are very good scorpion hunters, so we have a couple of cats, but we don't let them out. They're indoor cats, so as long as they keep
most of the wildlife out.
Yeah, the problem is they keep bringing them to me, right? Like these cockroaches, they keep bringing them. No, I don't want that. I don't want it. Havard, nice to see you too.
Morning.
Cheers.
Evening. Afternoon.
Yeah, I guess it. Yeah, so it's a time difference for us by an hour as well.
Yeah.
Which isn't that big a deal. But it's getting hard to get used to the sun being completely down at 5:30 at night. And that's probably not going to change by more than half an hour.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit easier for me because I log in every morning and immediately my computer tells me it's 7 when it's actually 6 locally.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of living on Eastern time still. So, it feels more normal when the sun goes down, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Like it's done at 5 o'clock, 5:30 at home anyway.
It's true.
Right now.
That's true.
But we have the bonus of waking up in daylight at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Instead of 7:30 at home.
One thing it's going to take some getting used to is, so we're at the top of a hill that looks down over the town. And even before the sun comes up, and it's got to be like 5 o'clock in the morning, there's people driving around honking their horns like constantly. I don't know what the heck they're doing.
Well, a lot of properties are gated, right? So I have theories. Maybe people are carpooling and you can't get to the door to knock.
Yeah.
Because you're outside the gate at the end of the driveway.
That's a good point.
Honk your buddy up. The one morning it was really foggy. I'm pretty sure that there was extra honking just because there was no visibility.
Yeah.
So use audio cues to say, I'm here, don't run me over.
Yeah, maybe.
So I don't know. I think a few reasons maybe.
Yeah. So it's getting easier to wake up early because that's a very effective alarm clock.
Well, and life here just starts early in the morning. The sun comes up early. Everybody just gets to it.
Which is good for me because I'm an early riser anyway.
I'm not even struggling with it too badly, even though I'm not really. But we're in like 8 o'clock, crashed. We're dead.
But 8:30 at night, we're down. That's it.
Well,
We're like old people now.
It's been dark for hours, and
yeah. But guys, you got the food here. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. I went shopping yesterday. Actually, we went shopping yesterday to get some fresh local produce, and the haul I got for like $20 worth, like 20 Canadian dollars. I got like 4 avocados, a huge thing of juice, a big bag of tomatoes, and
peppers,
and a huge bunch of fresh bananas. Like, it was ridiculous the amount of food you get for just so little money. I couldn't believe it. I'm really looking forward to all of that. I made a ton of food last night. That's probably more than we'll eat, to be honest. I'm gonna have to get used to making smaller portions, but I was so excited about all the fresh food, and there's like 3 or 4 butchers in this town.
Yeah, tiny town. It's maybe a kilometer long, and there's like 4 butchers, a couple of bakers, several fresh fruit stands, 4 little restaurants. It's like it's got everything.
It's very cool.
Walking distance. So Basil was asking about Procol Harum. Basil, I saw that performance years ago, long before we had the channel. So I don't know. Maybe Ginger hasn't seen it and she could react.
Procol Harum? No, I don't know that one.
Well, maybe.
Hi, Isabel. Ginger. Nice to see you. So Isabel, who I know has been keeping track of Shadow's progress, he's doing much better today. He's actually more alert and he's wandering around. He still hasn't eaten yet, but I'm going to go get him a can of tuna today and see if I can coax him with that.
He came up seeking pets, and he purred when I pet him, which he hadn't been doing for a few days.
No.
Yeah. So it seems to be rebounding.
Yeah. So where in the world are we? Oh, okay. So Ed, we're in Costa Rica.
We're in Cachi, in the province of Cartago, southeast of the capital, San Jose, about 3,400 feet up in the mountains. The weather is spring-like all year long. Since we got here, it's been kind of foggy or cloudy in the morning, maybe 15 Celsius. So what? Double it, add 32, so 60, 65 Fahrenheit. Getting up to maybe 80 Fahrenheit in the afternoon, and sunny.
But windy.
With this cool breeze. The air feels great, smells great.
Yeah.
People are super nice. That chicken you cooked that we bought locally yesterday,
amazing.
It was so good. I mean, you always cook chicken and it tastes good, but that chicken was really nice.
It was good chicken. Yeah. So and they were big, right?
Yeah, like, big legs.
So we're used to, in Canada, we get our food at the grocery store, right?
Ed says it sounds just awful. Oh yeah, it's terrible, man.
Did we talk about the spiders?
We're really suffering.
He doesn't feel that way because he didn't have to kill any of those spiders. Me and my daughter are in the kitchen. We're both trying to figure out what we're going to use to kill this spider because, like, well, especially the cockroach. The cockroach in the bedroom, I'm like, this flip-flop, it's not adequate to kill that thing. It was too big. It was like another house cat. It was brutal. But yeah, we're used to getting our groceries in Canada just at the regular grocery store, but you get these measly little chicken legs. Don't even look like they came from a real chicken. And they're
like from a robin.
Completely flavorless, and it's dry and stringy, right? Like I guess because it's kind of mass-produced chicken, right? Maple Lodge Farms gets chickens by the hundreds of thousands and whatever. And they're just not quite as good. But the stuff we got here locally was absolutely delicious. And it was huge. And just, yeah, it's definitely an improvement and like a third of the price. Ridiculous. So, yeah, it's good. Part of our transition coming down here was to save some money because living in Canada was starting to get real expensive. If we were going to come down here, well, that's part of the reason we chose this country. For some of the other reasons we came, but because it would be more affordable to live, at least the way we want to live, right? Like you can spend Canadian dollar money on food and your supplies if you go to, there's like a Walmart here. We went to Walmart the first day. We went for groceries just because I wanted to get everything fast, and it was roughly the same price as it would be in Canada. But if you get like the fresh stuff from the local market, it's like a third of the price and it's way better.
Mm-hmm.
So the lesson in that is if you're gonna do something like this, start to live like a local, right? Like I'm on a bunch of the expat groups on Facebook so we can ask questions and gather information about our move here. And so many people complain that they leave after a year or two because they're like, it's not any cheaper here and it's difficult to live. And I'm like, that's because you're trying to live your old life in a new place that isn't built that way, right? So we've decided we're going to go as native as we can. It's to help integrate. It makes the transition better, I think, and it makes it a lot easier to live.
Mm-hmm.
So, at least
hello to Laos. Everybody in Laos. Hopefully it's not just one person.
It's small, but it's not that small.
Right. I mean, watching.
Okay, so
not in the
Basil's
country.
asking about Beth Hart, and I'll tell you a little story about Beth Hart. So we had one of our commenters, I believe it was Bill R., who I'm also friends with on Twitter, had recommended Beth Hart several times, and he sent me a link for a song, and we tried it, and I'm sorry, Baz, I just cannot do it. She's not the style of music that she's very talented. She has an incredible voice and a significant amount of power. And the one that I would liken her to the most would be Janis Joplin. I guess she had a very Janis Joplin-y sound.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that sounds right.
But I got to tell you, that's never a sound I've ever really enjoyed. And I think the song he gave us was something on the order of 11 or 15 minutes long, and it just was too long.
Yeah, we just couldn't do it.
We tried.
We tried and gave up
just
about a third of the way in.
Sorry.
Sorry, man.
I'll be honest, right? Like we try to give everything a chance, but some things we just don't like.
Yeah,
and that one didn't. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, some things are just so far outside of our taste.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, she gets recommended a lot. I can see why people like her. She's definitely talented, but it's just not a style of music that I can listen to for that long. In little snippets, maybe, but for 11 minutes, it's too much.
So Ed's talking no Tim Hortons.
No, I never liked Tim Hortons anyway, so it's actually easy for me.
Yeah, their coffee is terrible. It's really bad.
I always thought so, right? Like,
yeah. So I'm not.
See, once again, not a very good Canadian.
I'm not that picky, but their coffee, every time I have it now.
Yeah.
I drink it black too, so I definitely get the full impact of what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we've had coffee here and it's pretty good, but I don't know if what we've had is good coffee because we don't know what. We just picked something off the shelf.
Yeah, we were in a grocery store and just grabbed a packet.
Mm-hmm. Our landlord here runs an organic store in San Jose, and he had a gentleman deliver us a whole bunch of things last night. So some fresh fruit, and I got a huge jar of local honey. Oh, I should have kept it out here. It's amazing. I'm so excited.
It's about this size, but it's full of honey.
Yeah. But it has this really beautiful golden color. Like, I'm really excited about it. But and some of their fresh coffee. So I'm looking forward to opening that and trying it because I bet it'll be really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going even very close to where we are. There's coffee tours and stuff where they show you how they grow it and make it and you sample it.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh.
So, yeah, and in a couple of weeks, my son and his girlfriend come down for a visit. They're going to come down for a week and stay with us, which will be nice to see him for Christmas. Try reacting to Lucy Thomas's. Oh, I will.
Yeah, no worries.
Wow, an Aerosmith cover.
I'm going to picture Bruce Willis the whole time with that one.
Well, that song isn't actually a scene with him. That song is Liv Tyler and
I
what's his name?
But that's his movie.
It is his movie. One of my favorite movies.
You guys understand about Ginger. She has her favorite movies and she'll watch them over and over and over or have them in the background listening to them while she's working on something.
Yeah, I'm weird. Sometimes I'll choose just music for my background when I'm doing work, right? Like construction work, and lots of times I'll put on a movie. I have a rotation of several movies that I will constantly put on just to have in the background. And it's usually a movie that I know so well that I don't need to pay attention to it because when I hear it, I know what's going on. So my movies, just for anybody who cares, probably nobody.
Allow me. The Burbs.
Yep.
Oscar.
Yes.
Sylvester
With
Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone, which for those of you who've never seen this is a very rare gem. Look it up. Oscar. It's got Sylvester Stallone, Marissa Tomei, Tim Curry. Who else is in that? There's like a dozen really huge names and it's amazing. It's really
Speaking
funny.
of Marissa Tomei,
Yeah.
should have put on My Cousin Vinny, Armageddon.
Yep.
Independence Day.
Yep.
That's the
Count
top.
of Monte Cristo.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe you forgot that one.
Yeah, I got top 5.
And I've actually started adding Red into the rotation
That's
too.
a good one.
Yeah. So there's probably a couple others too that
yes.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Ed. Oscar is Sly as the Gangster.
Yes.
It is currently, what time is it? 8:30 local. The computer's still on Eastern time.
Lago de Cachi. Oh, Lake Cachi. Yes, there is a lake actually at the bottom of this valley.
Yep.
It's a man-made lake. You cannot swim there. It's a hydro facility on that water. So it's pretty. It's got these very cool. When we were my daughter and I took a bus the first day we were here into the little town next. No, we didn't take the bus. We still had the car. So we drove into town the first day we were here to get some groceries. And we were driving by, we noticed that right up against the dam, the water's covered in these really cool plants. And they didn't look like water lilies because water lilies are like flat and they have this flower on top, right? But the plants were kind of like up and curled up like this, but they were riddled with all these pretty lavender flowers. So I don't know what it is, but it's got to be some kind of water lily.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cool. It looked like a carpet of green and purple all over this water. But yeah, you can't swim there. Sadly. That's okay.
It's very interesting here. So you have San Jose in the middle of the Central Valley, and just southeast of that is Cartago, which is the capital of this province. But they're cheek by jowl.
Yeah, they're pretty
and
close.
Then you get smaller and go to Paraíso, and then you go smaller still and get where we are in Cachi. But when you want to drive into the capital, like we drove the other direction, but it's like turn down this nameless little side street here, and it's not like highway. It's all
little side streets.
You go through this little neighborhood, and that's how you get through the town to get to the next town.
And there are no road signs.
And then you get into the in-between areas as you get closer to here, where it's just curves and hills, and it's pretty extreme. So it's cool.
It is cool. It's very cool. So yeah, that's what we've been up to. But we're going to do a whole bunch of recording this weekend. Catch up on a bunch of stuff, because the truth is, last 2 weeks the videos were all recorded like a month ago and then just scheduled because we were so busy with traveling and all of our equipment's packed up. So now we're taking a breath. We're going to do a whole bunch of new stuff. We're going to record it out here with the mountains in the background. See how that goes. Hopefully we don't get hit in the face with the flying cockroaches. Actually, that could make a pretty good video too, wouldn't it?
For sure it would.
So, and stay tuned, guys, because on my channel, my Ginger in the Wild channel, I'm going to start posting videos of our adventures here, because I don't have any more tools. I sold them all or shipped them, right? Like I have some in packing or in storage that we couldn't take with us. So I don't have any more renovation videos to do. I have some in the hopper still that I have to post that are just not edited yet, but most of the newer videos will be cooking and adventures in Costa Rica, because there's a lot to see here. I'm very excited. So it's
And Basil, while we were talking movies, mentioned Logan's Run. She loves her some Logan's Run, but it's not in her normal rotation of background movies.
I haven't watched it enough. See, the trick is, if I'm going to put a movie in the background while I'm working, I need to, oh, you know what else we missed? True Lies.
Oh, yeah.
Could not be missed. But all of these movies, almost all of them, I could probably, if you sat me down, recite the entire script from memory, word for word. That's how well I know these movies. So I can put it on in the background, and whatever's happening, I know what's happening without even looking at it. And Logan's Run is not one of those movies yet. There's too many things that are kind of slow and subtle in that movie anyway.
Mhm.
But yeah, not that one. Marco Hatella's own band. Oh, Tarot. We did have a recommendation for that. And okay. What was that one we did? Was it Wagaki? No, what? With
No.
Marco.
Yeah, it was started with a W, and I can't remember the name of the band. But that wasn't his band. That was just him.
No, that was him with the band.
Mhm.
And I feel bad that I can't remember what their name was right offhand, because we did one of their songs recently, them with Marco.
Mhm.
So I really can't remember what they were called.
Who's that Isabel suggesting?
Oh, Kiala Settle.
Nope.
No, I will look. But back to the band that I can't remember the name of right now. Marco did a song with them recently. They were amazing. They sent us an email thanking us for doing the video and suggesting, I guess they have a new album coming out. So very cool guys. So we're definitely going to check out more of them as well. I think I got a notice that they put a new song out.
As soon as we remember their name.
I'm sorry,
We've
guys.
been a little distracted.
Yeah, it's in my email. I have to look them up again. Oh, Voltari.
Thank you. Yes.
Is it Voltari? Am I saying it wrong? Voltari? Yes, it was Voltari. They're very cool. It was cool of them to send us a personal note. It's nice when they do that, right? Like, we're kind of nobodies.
Not just kind of.
So it's nice when the band reaches out. So that's very cool. And I know Silent Skies has more stuff coming out, and I absolutely love those guys. And they're also very, very cool. So lots to catch up on. How far are we in now? So just 40 minutes. But it's starting to warm up out here.
Mm-hmm. You might have to ditch the sweater before too long.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice. So today, because it's supposed to rain, I'm going to be doing some cooking and baking with my daughter. She wants to bake some bread. So we're going to make some fresh bread today.
I'm going to eat some fresh bread today.
She's going to do a whole lot of nothing, I think. What are you going to do today?
A whole lot of nothing is about it.
Well, we're going to do some recording too. So
yeah, I'd love to go around and see things, but with a 90% chance of rain, I will just...
Yeah, our sightseeing's put on hold this weekend.
Wait for that.
Mm-hmm. So that's it for us, guys. Lots to catch up on. But that's where we're at right now. We're hoping to have a video out for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go? Are we going to go back to 2 a day?
We should try.
Okay, we're going to try to go back to 2 a day starting tomorrow. Depends how well the upload speed is. So we haven't uploaded any videos to YouTube from this location yet. So we'll have to see. So far, the internet's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to say. Bye, Leslie B. Leslie B was one of my former coworkers, and she's one of my best buddies. She gave me, I should have brought it out, a very cool leather-bound journal that I can use for my adventures here. I'm very excited to use that. So thanks for visiting, Leslie B. I miss you. We'll have to do a Zoom call soon. But anyway, that's what we're getting back to. So stay tuned for new stuff, guys. Once this posts as a former live chat, throw comments down giving music suggestions and reminding us what new has come out that we might have missed, because we haven't been paying very close attention the last couple of weeks. So, and other than that, cheers from sunny Costa Rica.
Well, not sunny today, but you get the point.
Still sunnier here than it is in Canada.
It's true.
Take care, guys.